Save the World just got a huge update, which feels weird coming out of my mouth. So for today's video, we're going to check it out. If you'd like to see the home base status report for yourself, be sure to click on the link that's in the description. Before we take a look at all the new stuff, there was one thing I wanted to point out. It looks like the new starter pack is going to include a hero called Mecha Pop. As of right now, I don't know what his perks are going to be. I assume he's probably going to be a reskin like other starter packs. But just wanted to mention this because it wasn't mentioned in the home base status report. We'll most likely get Mecha Pop as our next Save the World starter pack. Also, this wasn't mentioned in the home base status report, but according to some leaks on Twitter, there's a good chance that we may see a new zone being added to Save the World. I'm not sure what this new zone is going to be called, but the reason they think this is a possibility is because of this new loading screen. So although it hasn't been confirmed, there is a chance we could also get a new zone in Save the World in the future. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the home base status report. The first thing they went over in the home base status report was the Wildlife Comes to Save the World trailer, which I'm going to go ahead and play now. Alright, so based on that trailer alone, it looks like dinosaurs as well as chickens and wolves and boars, frogs, and crows have been added to Save the World. And it also looked like you could feed them and they can attack husks. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. In home base status report, it says, good news, the wildlife of the land has begun to adapt to the storm's forces and are now re-emerging into the environment. The flip side of this good news though, some of the local wildlife aren't very friendly yet. Confronting these beasts is very dangerous, but learning how to work with them may be the key to fighting back against the storm. You're gonna have to use bait to make friends with the wildlife or take the more defensive approach. And by that I mean hide in the shadows while they pick their own fights with the husk. Either way, the day is ours. So some of them aren't very friendly, but you can use bait to make friends with them, or you can just sit back and let them fight the husk. So the next thing they went over was Creature Taming 101. And it says, in order to tame an aggressive creature, throw a consumable like meat, corn, or mushrooms near it. While they are too distracted by the bait to focus on attacking you, go up and interact with them. This act of kindness shows the wildlife that you are a friend, not food, which will encourage them to follow your lead. So not only did we get wildlife, but we also got consumables like meat, corn, and mushrooms. They then said home base has got your back in terms of weapon slot usage. We've added a new consumable slot for things like the newly added pet consumables, M80s, impulse grenades, porta forts, etc. Oh, yep, you can see the fourth slot in the bottom right. And oh, and there's our first mushroom. Okay. So you're gonna find those new consumables by just searching things around the map. Can I eat it? Oh, I can. And it heals us. Oh my goodness. So the consumables can not only be used for wildlife, but you can use them to heal yourself as well. Oh my goodness. And yep, we just got some corn from the grocery store. Okay, so there's the boar in Save the World. This feels so weird. And there's the wolf. And there's a chicken. Oh my goodness. I do want to grab this chicken real quick. And it works just like it does in BR. That is incredible. So I do want to feed some of the wildlife. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a frog. Oh, and there's the crow. So those are all of the animals that are in Save the World. And this one looks like it was purple. I can't see where it went, but that one looked like it was purple. So I'm assuming it would drop epic loot. And the raptors are attacking me, so if you haven't tamed them yet, they will attack you. So let's go ahead and try to tame this dinosaur. And while he's eating the meat, you walk up to it and tame it. So that's how you tame the dinosaurs and the wolves. Basically, you just pick up meat, you throw it on the ground for them to eat, and while they're eating it, you walk up to them and you hold the tame button. And again, when it comes to the raptors, they're good for mist monsters and bosses. Get them, Dino. That's right. That's right, Husk. I got backup now. Oh, and it looks like the Husk can kill wildlife too. And when it comes to wolves, they're good for large groups of regular Husk. So yeah, that's how you tame them, people. When it comes to dinos and wolves, throw the meat on the ground, and while they're eating the meat, you just walk up to their body and hold the tame option. On PlayStation, it's square. And it looks like if they are tamed, their face glows red or purple a little bit. So that'll let you know if they're tamed or not. Oh, and it looks like apparently they'll fight each other too. Oh, the wolf won. Oh, shoot. So you will be able to tame boars as well. And the way I tamed them was by throwing corn on the ground. Once you throw it on the ground, just walk up to the animal and tame them. But yeah, that's how you tame boars, wolves, and dinosaurs and save the world. I don't think it's going to be possible to tame chickens, frogs, or birds though. Also, you won't be able to hurt your wildlife. So let's say they're fighting a husk and you want to try to kill the husk. You can go ahead and shoot, and your weapon's not going to deal any damage to your tamed wildlife. It also says tamed wildlife will help you for the remainder of the mission, but once you return to your home base, they will return to the wild. Commanders can tame only one wildlife at a time, so choose your companion wisely. Oh, and we just got attacked by a dinosaur. Okay, now that you know how to tame them, let's formally introduce you to the new members of our ecosystem. So the first one says wolves, the iconic apex predator. Wolves are very well balanced combatants as they can take a decent punch and do decent damage as well. Wolves have wide jaws, making their bite capable of damaging multiple enemies at once. This can be very advantageous when fighting against packs of husk. Raptors are an ancient and powerful creature that has returned. Raptors' razor sharp claws give their enemies a nice dose of affliction. Affliction causes damage over time, which makes it very useful versus high health enemies such as bosses and mist monsters. But yeah, for large groups of husk, you're going to want to use wolves. For mist monsters, you're going to want to use raptors. Next up, we have boars. It says these stocky creatures do not deal as much damage as a wolf or raptor, but they can still easily dispose of smaller husks and are strong enough to push around those beefy huskies with their ferocious charge. Thanks to their sturdy build, boars can soak up a lot of damage. Boars make great allies outside of combat as well. They will go out of their way to dig up hidden loot for their favorite commanders. So if you want to try to get some better loot, then you may want to try to tame a boar. For chickens, it says naturally chickens aren't suited for combat, but they can still provide quite the helping hand, or wing in this case. So if you're jumping while holding on to it, it'll help you glide a little bit better. And if you're playing with a ninja and have double jump or triple jump, then you can get really high up into the air. Oh shit. Alright, well, if you ever want a great view of the entire map, then all you can do is just pick up a chicken and use Soaring Mantis, and you can get really high. So you can actually use these chickens to look for encampments if you want to. But yeah, that's pretty much all what the chicken does. If you shoot it, it'll also drop meat that you can use to tame some of the other animals, as well as food that can heal you. And when it comes to consumables, you can't hold multiple. So if I were to pick up this corn, it actually replaces the meat that we picked up. So you can only hold one of these at a time. We also have crows. Sadly, crows don't make very good friends, but word has it that hunting these foul fowls may reward you with valuable loot. Keep your eye out for the crows that glow purple or orange. They will provide high rarity loot. And the last animal that we got today was the frog. Like the crows, frogs aren't the kind of creature that will want to help out, but at least their meat makes them perfect bait. So similar to chicken, you can sort of kill them for their meat, and then use that meat to feed another wildlife. So if you look towards the left, you'll notice that we've been completing an objective every time we kill a wildlife. And the reason that is because there's a new wildlife quest line called Brawl of the Wild quest line. Alright, so it says here, the home base crew needs your help in dealing with the outbreak of wildlife. Hunt them, tame them, electronically communicate with them. You'll have to ask Dennis about that one. Do whatever it takes to adjust to our new furry neighbors. Completing this questline will reward you with the mysterious wolf lady, Gia. So not only do we get a new questline, but we also got a new hero. So it looks like for this questline, you're going to have to kill 25 wild animals. You'll get 50 gold from it. It looks like there's 2 pages worth of quests that you'll have to complete. There's 4 quests on the first page and there's 3 quests on the second page. And once you complete the very last quest, you'll get the new hero, Gia. So if we go to the collection book, you'll notice that there's a new tab called Wild Heroes. And as of right now, Gia is the only hero that's in the Wild Heroes tab. So I'm assuming that they will add some more Wild Heroes in the future. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at her. So this is what she looks like before you upgrade her. Miss Spore did buy me the skin in the BR item shop a few months ago. So I'm assuming this is what she looks like when she's fully maxed out. So big shout out to Miss Spore for getting the skin for us before the hero came out. When it comes to her abilities, she has Phase Shift, Seismic Smash, and Teddy. And for her perks, she has Vital Bond. And this makes tamed wildlife heal the player for 50% of their damage on attack. And her commander perk is Vital Bond Plus, which makes tamed wildlife heal the player for 100% times their damage on attack. And heroes heal their tamed wildlife for 50% of their damage when they deal damage. So if you put her in your support team and tame wildlife, that wildlife will heal you for 50% of the damage that the animal deals. But when you use her as your commander, tamed wildlife will heal you for 100% of the damage that they deal. And you'll be able to heal that tamed wildlife whenever you deal damage. So that's how her perk works, and we'll try to get her later today and review her tomorrow. So yeah, that's how you get the new hero, and those are the new abilities. Let me know what y'all think about Gia in the comments below. And that's pretty much everything that we got this week. They also told us what we can expect to see over the next few weeks. This week on March the 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern, Battlehound Jones is going to be returning to the event store. And he has the perk that increases the amount of frag grenades you can hold. And I do use him in my support team sometimes when I'm trying to buff my grenades, so I would recommend getting them. And we have reviewed them before, so I'll leave a link to that review in the description if you want to go check it out. Not only is he returning this week, but the Shortcut War Games simulation is going to be returning this week. And it says here, teleporting husks are adorable, but their elements not so much. Strange doors appear near the enemy spawners. When the husks get near one of those doors, they are teleported to one of the exit doors closer to your fort. Husks that travel through these doors gain elemental effects. So yeah, they'll try to avoid your traps, and it's sort of what the war game simulation looks like. Not really that hard to complete, but you may have to use some weapons. They also told us what we can expect to see next week. Stare Down Southie's going to be returning to the event store. And this perk makes your Teddy shoot fire lasers from his eyes. And I like this perk, so I would recommend getting him as well, especially if you want to try to make a Teddy loadout. So yeah, I would recommend getting him as well. And again, he'll be available in the event store on March the 13th at 7 p.m. And not only are we getting Stare Down Southie that week, but the cram session is also going to be returning that week. And the cram session is going to last from March the 13th until April the 4th. And basically it helps you level up and evolve your favorite items faster. For the duration of the cram session event, the mini boss mission alerts will drop additional XP, evolution material reperk, or perk up rewards. They'll also continue to drop tickets. And there's going to be 4 series of quests, each of which has 10 stages. And every time you complete a stage of one of those quests, you'll get better rewards. And those rewards include XP, evolution materials, perk ups, and gold. So if you still have a lot of heroes or weapons that you need to max out, then you may want to try to play during this cram session so you can get those materials and XP faster. And that's pretty much everything that was in the home base status report. Let me know what y'all think about the wildlife in the comments below. Also, let me know what you all think about the new hero as well. Like I said, we'll try to review her sometime tomorrow. That sums up everything we're going to go over for this one. Hope y'all found the video useful, and thanks for watching.